It's all about hip hop, but they call it a movement.
Okay.
And explicit content is advised. It's not for kids. All right. In the house, we have Dollar Bill, the president and leader of the Peacemakers in the South Bronx. And we have Marco, CEO Block Boy in Peru, which is his brother, is the Immortal Swift, the president and leader worldwide of the Block Boys crew. All right, Dollar Bill. How did you become the leader and president of the Peacemakers?
Well, I got voted in from our CEO and founder, Mr. Robert Williams, who started the Peacemakers in 1971. At first, we were known
71.
Yeah. All right. Let me give you a quick, brief history of the Peacemakers.
Okay.
We are the gang that brought all the gangs together to sign the peace treaty on Hoe Avenue, 174th Street. This is when Black Benji had got shot, and it was about to be chaos from the ghetto brothers. There you go, 100%. Okay. All right, this is the world famous meeting that everybody say because of this meeting is the reason why they got the movie The Warriors.
Yeah, right.
All right.
They made the Warriors out of what happened, out of what you're talking about.
There you go. So now you have my beloved leader, Mr. Robert Williams, along with Monk and Bam and all the other Zulu Nation, Chico and all these brothers at the time that were presidents, vice presidents, and warlords. Now, everybody that came that day to sign that book, we still have that book today.
Wow.
We still have the book of everybody that signed in. And it's still there at the Boys and Girls Club on Hoe Avenue, 174th Street, where we do a mentorship program in there. We do arts, everything. We got a recording studio that's inside of there now, you know, as well as we do food drives, toy drives. Anything to help the community is what we do now. And we've been doing it for the past, you could say, 23 years. And I have only been the president for a year. You know, I just took over because our beloved leader got sick and he needed somebody that was going to step in and keep the vision alive. And he felt I would be that person. Honored, never thought it in a million years, wasn't looking for it. And I couldn't believe it at first. You know, and then all my brothers was like, yeah, brother, because you doing this and you help with that and this and that. So long story short, they did the vote and I became the president.
Okay, check this out. Now we're gonna take it way back. We're gonna take it way back when you was a short.
Yeah.
What was your life growing up? How was your life growing up in the South Bronx back in, I'm talking about before even the buildings got burned, before that came about.
Yeah. How was it
growing up?
It started for me 1974. All right, Bryan Avenue, Alder Street. All right, this is when I first became a baby spade.
Okay.
And from there, going up the block to the Boys and Girls Club is how I started meeting peacemakers. Plus, my uncle was a peacemaker. You know, so as a little kid, I was already running around. I wanted to be them. You understand what I'm saying? Because we watching them. Those you, as you could say, those were the big homies. Those were the brothers that we wanted to emulate because they was taking care of the neighborhood. People could say what they wanted. They was putting garbage cans in the street, stopping trucks, making them pay to come through and all like that. And they was taking care of us. We ices, this and that. You understand? I'm saying a lot of people got a lot of ways of looking at gangs from back in the days, but I can vouch that all the ones that I dealt with, as far as with the Black Spades, the Ghetto Brothers, Savage No Mans, and all that, you know, we always been, you know, in a brotherhood ever since 1971. So, and then from there, you know, I started doing graffiti. I started tagging 2 Main, Roman number 2 MANE. You know what I'm saying? So I started writing that. I started running around with Destiny. Me, Destiny, OE, Chalk, Poe, Track 2, Tracy 2. I could keep going on. These are the brothers that I was going on. We was going over there on 205th, climbing the fence, going underneath the fence, going into the train yard, doing what we was doing. All right. So I could say around 1978 is when me and Tracy 2 from TBB. I used to live on 177 from Walton, 1 block from Jerome. So we used to come down the fire escape and jump on the roofs, the little roofs of all the office buildings and the body shops. They was all short roofs, so we was able to jump on them and write on the wall. So he came and tagged over one of my tags, and I went and tagged back over it. And they was like, yo, TBB looking for you, man. Yo, you got problems, man. Yo, you went over what's his name stuff. And I'm like, what? The niggas don't fear me, man. Where they at? Where they at? He was like, yo, they're up on Creston. So me and a couple of my boys from my block, we went and walked up there. I come there. Now, this is when I meet Jimmy Lee, Jimmy Dean, and JoJo. And at the time, Casanova Fly, who is now known as Grandmaster Cass. All right, they was all on that block. So I come over there, my man Henry there. He like, yo, what's up? I'm like, yo, I'm looking for this nigga down there. They're like, yo, he in this building. So they like, yo, what's up? So I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yo, I write 2 Man. They was like, yeah, but so they went upstairs and got him. When he came downstairs, yo, he was this big Puerto Rican. Yo, Trace 2 was so big, yo, he was big. I was like, oh shit, I was fucked up. Damn. This nigga go kick my ass. You understand what I'm saying? So he come up, he approached me, we talked, I said what I said and this and that. And he said, yo, you know what? You got heart, man. I like that. He said, yo, you gonna fuck with us from now on. And then I started coming around, and that's how I got involved with TBB. And that was in 78. You know, and then I started going downtown, messing with iGuard, me, Little John, and all of us. We started dancing downtown, 59th Street. When people go, it's showtime, I start laughing because I go, we the ones who really started that. You understand what I'm saying?
Circle, right? Columbus Circle.
Yeah.
Nice to go back Columbus Circle, right?
Not just Columbus Circle, 42nd Street,
Times Square,
Street,
Grand Central,
34th Street, 23rd Street, 14th Street, Washington Square Park, all the way down to South Street Seaport. That was the map for the everywhere. That was the map for the day. That's what that was the trip. You know what I'm saying? And everybody
made a messenger too.
A bike messenger?
Yeah.
Back in the days, yeah, I did that too.
I did it too.
I was with a company back in the day, Cosmo.com.
Okay.
That was that. They were stationed over there on 14th Street. That's when PlayStations and all that came out and all that at that time. Yeah. You understand?
Yeah.
But back then, you know, and then after that, you know what I'm saying? Me and Abby got together and we put together HBO, Homeboys Only, in Poe Park. You understand? And that went on for like 2 to 3 years. And then I went back with Zulu.
What was that crew about? HBO, Homeboys Only. What was it about?
Homeboys Only was a various of dances. We wasn't just a break dancing crew. We had freestyle. We did Dolly Weibo. We had salsa dancers. We had ballerinas down with us. That
So
Jennifer
y'all was like
Lopez.
lofting too. Y'all was lofting too, right?
Look, we was in Latin Quarters. We was in Fun House. We was anything you name that went down back in the days. We was in there.
Okay.
You know, and that's what we did, and that's what we was known for, because we had to make a choice. Because at the time, you know, JoJo and them had just got permission from Batch to start Rocksteady, right? And then now down the block, over there on Crescent and Kingsbridge, we got Powerplex, Left, and all of them. You know, Mr. Wave, Glide Master, and all of them. Now they started London. They all started New York City Breakers.
What year would you say that is?
I would say 79, 80.
Okay.
All right. Because 1980 we started HBO because we didn't want to get down with Rocksteady, because we didn't want New York City Breakers to say that we would show Rocksteady some of their moves, because we used to practice with them. And then we didn't want to get with New York City Breakers, because then they could say we was showing them some of the Rocksteady moves, because we was also rocking with Rocksteady, because we were all still considered TBB, the Bronx Boys Rocking Crew. You understand what I'm saying? So we was in the park, you know, in our little controversy. Tall Vic, Rady, God bless his soul, Chino, and Abby, and myself. We was all in the park contemplating, and then Vic jumped up and said HBO. And we said, goddamn, homeboys only. And we went to Florida Road, and we all bought t-shirts, and that's how that started.
What were your colors? What color?
Colors was white and red.
White and red. Okay. Oh shit. I feel you. I feel you.
I'm always gonna rep that baby, because that's who I am.
Yeah.
You understand? And right now we trying to put together HBO reunion.
Nice.
You know? Nice. Well, the TBB reunion is July 29th at Lincoln Hospital. Be there. If anybody you know in the Bronx, the flyer's gonna be out. You know, it's gonna be a 4-day event, and it's gonna teach everybody about the little bit of history, that how it started and how it's still here, and why we all still doing what we do today.
Beautiful.
You know? Yeah, because of the 5 elements. But baby, listen, when we was doing this, we never thought this was gonna become a culture. We didn't know that this was gonna become a way of life. This was not the purpose. That was not the purpose.
It was all about having fun, man. All about having fun.
There you go. Listen, it was about having fun. 1977 is when the Bronx, the burned down Bronx, became the boogie down Bronx.
You mean right after the blackout?
Right after the blackout, because after that, 250 motherfuckers had equipment. Everybody playing music. Every block, every park, everywhere. Brother, listen to me. Everywhere, wherever you go, somebody playing music is on. Got a table out there. Niggas is playing domino, cards, drinking beers, like it's legal.
Wow.
We got the lamp poles. We pulling motherfucking electricity out of every lamp pole on the block.
Man, the movie's got to be made. I don't mean to get down either. I mean something else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm saying, listen, at that time, when Melly Mel comes out and say broken glass everywhere, he was talking about, because at that time, it was a lot of gang fights in the schoolyards and everything like that. So this is why there was no real activities in the schoolyard, and we was playing in the street because the schoolyard had glasses, broken bottles, and everything all up in there. So it wasn't safe for kids to play in the schoolyard. So that's why we always was in the streets. That's why we did everything. Hopscotch, double dutch, Rigolevio, you name it, we did it. Hot peas and butter, run, catch, and kiss. You know, we did it all. Now
Johnny
kids look at
Pony.
that. Yeah, definitely Johnny on the pony, baby.
Booties up.
And what I try to do now, I try to get kids to play your block against their block. Because that's how it all started.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My block can play your block in stickball. Or my block can play your block in basketball. Or we'll pick 4 events that we all got to play. And whoever win the most event is the top block. We was competitive. I keep telling people, I go, listen, this is why we did the things that we did. We were competitive. If somebody did a better move than you today at the party, you went home and went practicing. So that next day or 2-3 days from now, you come to the block, you go to the jam and he there, you're going to see him. I'm going to show you, baby, but this is how I do this. You going to lock. I used to lock. I was a locker. And I knew how to pantomize. You understand? So that's what helped me get into the field first. You know?
What was the first block party you ever went to that saw MCs actually spitting?
Well, the first one I ever went to was with Busy B and all of them. Clark Kent, Disco King Mario and all of them. And then later on they came Herc and all of them. And then I started seeing Herc. And then we stopped running on the other side.
Busy B was around when Mario was around?
Disco King Mario gave Busy B his name.
Wow.
He named him Busy B.
Wow. I didn't
know
that.
You understand what I'm saying, baby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
All right. Now, a brother that's in my building right now, his name, back then he was known as MC Mr. T. And he was one of the first rappers with Disco King Mario. All right. So like people talk about Coke La Rock and this and that and the third and everything. And I don't try to get controversy. I don't try to say, you know what I'm saying? Go, nah, because this person was doing this then and this was doing that. And as my man had broke it down to me, MCing went down before Coke La Rock. You have Parliament and everything. You had certain records that people came on that they was rapping, they was talking, they wasn't singing. Curtis Mayfield and things of that nature. You know,
talking about Parliament Flashlight?
There you go. So this is what helped gave people the idea that I didn't have to sing on a record. I can also talk. All I have to do is be smooth on it.
I got you.
And that became the beginning of not, it wasn't really trying to rap. It was just giving people information about other parties is how it started. Because that's what Coke La Rock used to do at first. He used to always give out a lot of information. And then at the same time, when he was giving information, he would hit you with a slang. You understand? Like, you know, things as well, you know, doing it with clientele, making girls scream because I make them swell. This the way we do it. Rock the bells and that. And then he would say some other stuff. He wasn't really trying to rap. He was just keeping, you know what I'm saying? He was being like a lyricist.
Party people.
You know, just
like
keeping people entertained and then keep rocking the beats. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what they did. See, they were good mix artists. They can mix and blend records and blend beats together. Now Theodore and all like that and Flash, that was different. You understand? Because Flash, he was catching the beat. He was catching it. You understand? people wasn't catching the beat like he was. And they would
Like
catch the
going
word.
good.
There you go.
Right,
That
exactly,
he was
right.
catching it. You understand? Then you got Grand Wizard Theodore that he did more than catch it. He catch it and knew how to ride it. Chicka, 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 whoop, 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 whoop. You understand? So
Yeah,
he
he had
started
that scratch.
he started talking with the record, which is the scratching technique. You understand? And then
Yeah.
you got Scratch Master that came and really showed you how to really scratch shit. But the real first one to do it was Theodore. See, Flash was just he just catch that shit. Grand Wizard Theodore, he was catching it and playing with it.
What about her?
Herc was just the mix master. Herc could blend beats into the next beat without you coming off beat. You understand what I'm saying? He like disco. You understand? You know how people come in with the next record, boom, 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 boom. That was Cool Herc. Cool Herc wasn't really a scratcher and everything like that. That wasn't his style. You understand what I'm saying?
And
His
what about Bam?
Who Africa Bambaataa?
Yeah, Bam.
He was he did a little scratch. It was more Africa Islam that really did most of the rocking at parties. Bam played once in a blue moon, and what he did is he's like everybody else. He didn't have to scratch and do all that stuff. He just blend in this beat, blend in with that beat, rock with this beat. We over there inside River Park Towers and everything like that, and everybody in the center is on.
I know they got down because that station WHBI. I remember that they used to go off with Africa Islam.
Now, what I try to tell people is this:
May rest in peace.
do you remember when Bobito and Stretch first started? All right, now that's my dude. Bobito's my man. Me and him played ball together. We played on basketball teams and everything. We took championships, disrespect. I'm nice now. They call me Magic on the low, on the basketball court. That's another story. You understand what I'm saying? But me and Bobito, that you know what I'm saying, this is how I got to know him from playing ball. And he was like, yo, we gonna be down here, start coming over here and hang out, nigga. We gonna be rocking music. So I'm like, what? He like, yeah, let it come through. So I started coming through with something. I started coming through with, at the time, known as Gangstar Guru. All right. So I was hanging with Guru because he was living on my block on Andrews and 183rd. We had DJ Premier there. Yeah, in the Bronx.
I thought he was staying in Brooklyn.
No, yeah, he was out in Brooklyn. He had out in Brooklyn, but his grandmother and his moms, they lived in my building.
Oh, okay.
His pops family was in Brooklyn. His mom's family was here in the Bronx. And that was on Andrews Avenue. That's why we call it A-Mob. If you ever look up the Ghetto Child, you know he's also a relative and group home with Malachi Little Dat. You understand what I'm saying? That's all group home. And that's all from underneath Guru and DJ Premier. You know, because we all from the third. You know what I'm saying? Slick Rick, when Slick Rick first came home, when he first came to New York and he was here in the Bronx, he was living on Lauren Place inside Barry B's sister house. He used to be with us every day in Aqueduct Park. All right. This is how he wrote that song about Rodney. It's about Rodney, about sticking up the detective lady and everything, jumping in the car, crashing in the tree, everything that he said it's a true story. It went down just like that.
Wow.
Man.
You understand what I'm saying? The tree that was on the corner on 183rd and University is gone because that car crashed and fucked it up. So they had to take it out. But it was, everybody used to come by and laugh at it because they go, yo, look, they even made a song about the motherfucking tree. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
So my man go like this. I go, man, listen. Every time I see Slick Rick, I go like this. He called me Army Bill because at the time I had just came out the Army. You understand what I'm saying? Because I went into the military a little 6 years. You know, I went in 84, came home 90. You know, so
How was that to
uh,
you? There was hip hop. There was hip hop there too, right? You found brothers in there
oh
that were
yeah.
down with the movement, right?
Oh, you ain't got to. Yeah, it was like it was down in there also. You know what I'm saying? Basic training. I went in the gas chamber. I'm always rhyming and this and that. Them niggas made me rhyme in the gas chamber.
Where were you stationed at?
I was in Fort Sill, Oklahoma, and then I went to Fort
That's where my
Bragg, and
brother
then
went.
after,
Then he went to San
yeah,
Antonio. My
hold
brother Cliff.
on.
Yeah, he went to
Okay,
Fort Sill, Oklahoma.
there you go. So he did a little bit of artillery.
Yeah, that's where he met he met a Savage Nomad, man. He rest in peace. I think it was Crazy Joe's brother-in-law.
Uh-huh.
Apache.
Yeah,
Apache.
Patrick. Yeah, God bless his soul. I know exactly who you talking about, baby, bro.
Rest in peace. Bald-headed dude.
R.I.P.
Diesel.
Yeah,
I got to
I know
talk to him on the
exactly
phone.
what
My
you.
brother used to call me from the army. He used to call Harper,
Right,
Connecticut, and I'll get on the long distance call with him, and I got to meet him. And they took
right.
Polaroid pictures. He had his nomad colors in the army, bro. He had a
Yeah,
vest,
that's
he had
what
his red
you
bandana
can
and
have your
everything.
look. See, look. Once you finish basic training, it's like a job. You understand? And it's
Yeah.
all about where you station at. Because you got until 6 in the morning to report. Once we
My
finish
brother
like
Swift was a
three,
medic. He was a
all right.
medic.
So once he finished like 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, from 4 o'clock on, he got his time. He could go on the base, or if he got a chick that live off the base, he can go off the base and go hang out with the chick that he got off the
Yeah,
base.
that's what he did. That's what he did.
I'm telling you, it was like a job, baby, bro. I leave the motherfucker, go hang out, get drunk, mess with 3, 4 bros, get there early in the morning.
And then he
You
ended up
know,
going to Germany, overseas. That's when he
that's
finished
right.
up.
And look, I was there too. I went to Frankfurt, all
He
that. I
did
was there.
too. Frankfurt and
Yeah,
Wiesbaden.
yeah. That's the first place they send you. The first place you go, baby. Bro. I was there for 17 months. I was there 17 months. Then I went to Japan, left Japan. Then we went to France. I left
Oh,
France,
you
went to
traveled,
Hawaii.
man. You traveled more than my brother.
You
You
know what I'm
traveled.
saying? Then from Hawaii, I came, went to California, was based down in California for my last 3 years. My baby mama was crying. Oh, la, 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 la. So I didn't re-up because I wanted to I was going to re-up. I was having fun. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I was having fun. I was traveling. I didn't have nothing to worry about. It was a whole new different life compared to what I was used to. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I'm a kid from the Bronx. I'm a kid that got out. I used to stand on the cheese line with my family. And here I am traveling around the world, eating exotic shit, doing this, mess with women I would have never thought in my life would ever dream of to have in my life.
You
And I was living it.
was getting it. You was getting it.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? But I gave it up and then mad that I did because 3 years later, me and the broad split up. She went her way, I went my way, and I wound up raising my daughter.
Okay.
You
That's
know what
love.
I'm
That's
saying?
love. Yeah.
You
That's
know,
love.
I raised my daughter. I raised my daughter for like 7 years by myself. Lost my job. Things went downhill. I went and hit the streets again. And I wound up doing 6 years. You know, came home from doing that 6. That was 1997. And I've been home ever since.
Also, you
You
ain't
know,
never did no time in Rikers or nothing like that, right? Or upstate?
I did all that. I was in
Oh, you
the
did.
faux building. I was in the faux building, HDM, the Bain, the boat, the North facility. I was the C-76, C-74. I did all that.
You was there after the army?
after the army. And
Wow. You
before
got
the
in
army,
trouble.
look, I went before the army, but a lot of it was
Proper.
little misdemeanor charges.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Little
Wow.
30 days. I was getting 30 days, this and that, because they didn't have shit. And then I was
Okay.
being stupid. I was copping out because they were misdemeanors.
Okay.
You know, so I'll be in C-74 18, 20 days, and then I cop out to 35 days. Then I go in there, I go to C-76 for a week and get discharged.
So you was there in the 90s, right?
I was there in the 80s and the 90s.
Oh, 80s too?
Yeah, I came home, 96. I went up 81, 82. I did a couple of things. That was youth offender joints.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I ain't get nothing on that. And then when I went up, I went to Attica. I left Attica. They sent me to Comstock. From Comstock, then I went to Otisville. From Otisville, I had to knock somebody upside the head and send me back to the box again. And you know what I'm saying?
What
Things
made
like
you
that happen.
change, bro? What made you change?
My daughter,
God bless.
my
Yeah, that's
daughter,
good. That's good.
seeing her go crazy every time she had to leave.
Wow.
You know, she kicking COs and yelling and screaming, telling them y'all better not hurt my daddy.
Your
You
daughter's
know.
still in New York?
Now my daughter in San Francisco right now. She works for a financial firm, Barker and Barker, something like that. She worked for some company like that. She got it as an intern when she was in North Carolina State. She graduated. They put her on. She was here in New York for 3 years. They opened up an office in San Fran, and she's been out there now 12 years. You know, my oldest son right now, Malachi, he's out in Queens with three. He got my three grandkids, and I have a 16-year-old and a 14-year-old.
Wow.
You
You a
know,
grandfather,
and
man.
everything that I do now is to
You a
make sure
GS,
that,
man.
yeah, grandfather. So, then look, my daughter got on me. She's like, "Nigga, you still making babies?" She's like, "Daddy, yo, slow down, daddy, yo." You
Yeah.
know, but it's a
Yeah.
blessing. I'm glad I have what I have. You know, because we do the things that we do. You know, and that's
Yeah.
why I do a lot of things that I do in the community now as a peacemaker. You know, that's our drive. You know, and just trying to make a difference in our community. Right now, I got Quasi from Big Man Entertainment. I got him starting my Brooklyn chapter of the Peacemakers right now. I got KL Rockwell from the Rough Riders. I got him doing the legendary beat makers of the Peacemakers. And that's all
Mm-hmm.
going to be artists, promoters, MCs, songwriters, anybody that's dealing in the industry. We're going to get them under that banner, and we're going to try to make a network where we are in control of what's going on in the Bronx. We can
Nice.
dictate. You understand what I'm saying, baby? And this way I'm trying to do it so that everybody will stop doing things on the same day.
Yeah, that
Because you
seems
get a
to be
lot
a
of,
problem, right? Same events
yeah,
going on at the same time. This party over here, this block party over here.
there you
And it's
go.
like you can't be
So
in both at the same time.
I'm trying to put this together so that this way along with Hip Hop Boulevard and what's the other brother name? My bad, I got his name on my tongue. Well, anyway, we're gonna put
From Hip
together
Hop
this.
Boulevard, you talk Al Pizarro. Hip Hop
Yeah,
Boulevard, right?
Alphazario. That's my brother, my heart. I know Al when he first started just selling the hats on Kingsbridge.
Yeah, those hats are
All right.
dope. The green ones that say hip hop in the street.
Yeah.
That's
Now,
choice
now,
right there. I love them. I love that.
now, when Al started like six years ago. He was working out of a store on Kingsbridge Avenue.
Yeah, Drumsky put me onto him.
Yeah, that's that. We all a family. We all, and you already know how me and Junski, my brother, I love him like, but we blood brothers.
No question,
You understand? We take care of each other. We there for each other. We don't lie to each other. We're true brothers to each other. Because whatever it is that it is needed, and if it's in our power, we help each other to get it.
Yeah.
You understand? And that's what brotherhood is. Brotherhood is about helping each other, not about owing each other. You can never owe me if you my brother.
I think he's thinking about moving back to the Bronx. He wants to move back to the Bronx.
Yes, he wants to come back to the Bronx because his brothers don't came from Miami now. We got Dave Ski and the Boogie down now.
Yeah, Dave Ski. Shout out to Dave Ski.
I got my baby brother in the house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like when he already knows when he comes to the Bronx, he calls me. Nigga, come sit upstairs. We eat. We talk. Listen to music. He ready to leave, can go. He need to stay. He already know how we do. We family. We take care of each other.
No question.
You know, and like I said, as a peacemaker now, you know, I got K-Born also. If you know about K-Born, Lord K-Born, he has I Am My Community. That's now going to become I Am My Community Peacemakers. And he's also the classic True MCs. The song Rap's New Generation. I know you heard of it.
Yeah.
That's the song Rap's New Generation. Get involved. Get into it.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying? All right. So that I got Lord K-Born down with me. And he got some new songs out called Puff Puff Pass and all that other good stuff. You know? I got thing going with Busy Bee, July 29th. Also, his is going to be at SOB, and that's with the Peacemakers also. I got Happy, the original pioneer. He is now a peacemaker. I'm making him assistant director to Legendary Beatmakers. So this way he's going to be helping people in charge of. We're going to start doing concerts. We're going to start doing little shows and everything in neighborhoods. You know, we're going to be pop-ups in the parks. We're going to bring dudes, you know, fresh talent, old talent, and everybody going to come out there, have a good time. It's summertime. And, you know, so July 1st, I'm also rocking also with K-Born on 183rd, Grand Avenue. We're going to do the first mini concert in the street. We're gonna have MCs. We're gonna have MCs come through on the block, and we're gonna rock it like it was 1972, 73. Niggas just on their fire escape, playing music, rocking out. That's the vibe we trying to bring back. Like this is how it went down. This is how it started. Everybody come out. I don't care what nationality you are. Stop talking about the Puerto Ricans came later, this came, this and that, and da-da-da. Nigga, we all was living on the same block.
I hear you, yo.
You understand what I'm saying? We was all living on the same block. What I was doing, Edwin was doing. What I was doing, Juan was doing. What I was doing, Jose was doing. Wow. We was all doing it. You understand what I'm saying?
When was the first time you saw somebody actually breaking it down on the floor?
Yeah, you know, because no, I got, you know, certain people trying to say that, you know, all right, we was doing the locking and first and a lot at the time. You understand? And like I tried to tell my man, I said, okay, even though we was doing that, I know Spanish brothers that was locking and popping too.
Well, it was that Soul Train, man. Soul Train was a big influence, bro. Understand? Once Soul Train hit, everybody wanted to be Soul Train. You know what I'm saying? Soul Train was a big influence.
Like I got on Prince Whippy Whip and TNT. You understand? Because they was going on at each other about being the first Puerto Rican rappers. And I went like this. I said, Whip, You the first gangster rapper. You the first motherfucker. You the first Puerto Rican. Charlie Chase was DJing. What's his name was in Queens? Danny Dabba Dan, that nigga was in Queens and all like that. I'm talking about the Bronx. TNT, that nigga was saying English and Spanish. He was the first one to start doing. We used to tell TNT to shut up. We was going, nigga, ain't nobody talking in Spanish,
too,
nigga.
Remember? You had the meme machine too. The meme machine. The meme machine.
Yeah, that's right. We had the meme machine too. But I keep telling people, and TNT be go, yeah, dude. I go, listen. If we would have knew what we knew now, we'd have been billionaires.
Yeah, bro.
We would have never told you to be quiet.
Yeah.
Oh shit, man. This my mom's, man.
All right. You gotta cut it off. Man. No. Handle your business. Handle your business, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
family over.
All right. Yeah. Cause my son just had a car accident. My son had a car accident today and everything. So my mom's is over there at the hospital. She's at the hospital with them and everything. Because she's closer to them and they're out in Queens, Bronx.
Okay.
All right, yo. I don't mean to cut it short.
Hey, we'll get you again.
But any other time.
Part 1. This is part 1.
All right, part 1. All right, peace and blessings.
All right, salute.
Thank you for having me on the show. Thank you.
No doubt.
God bless
One
you,
love, baby. One love.
Bill.
Wait.
Hey,
I'll get out.
Just